Let's dive into some Premier League action. We're talking Wolves versus Tottenham.
Oh, yes.
From December 2nd. This match, well, this one had a bit of everything.
It did.
At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It was a really interesting one to break down because both of these teams were coming in with, I don't want to say baggage, but with very different trajectories.
Absolutely.
And some questions that needed answering.
For sure.
So Wolves, they were coming off of wins against Leicester and Manchester United.
Back-to-back wins.
They were feeling good.
Yeah, looking to build some momentum.
Tottenham, on the other hand, especially at home, were having some struggles.
Yeah, a little bit up and down, weren't they?
They were. And that kind of showed right from kickoff.
Yeah.
Wolves come out. They were the aggressors.
Definitely.
And within just a few minutes.
7 minutes in.
7 minutes, Hwang Hee-chan, just a beautiful curled shot off of a free kick. And that's 2 goals in 2 matches for him.
The guy's in form.
Absolutely. So right away, Tottenham, they got to be thinking, here we go again.
Yeah, especially at home. That's been a real problem for them this season.
Yeah, it really has. And this is something, we talked about this before, this trend.
That's a worry, isn't it?
Of conceding early goals at home.
Yeah. They actually set a record this year in the Premier League for falling behind early in home matches.
Really?
It's unbelievable. Think about it. You're at your own ground, you got the crowd behind you, and you're already chasing the game.
You're on the back foot from minute 1.
From minute 1.
It's got to be a mental thing too, right?
Oh, absolutely. It affects your whole approach.
Yeah.
You're having to change your tactics. You're chasing the game already.
Yeah, and you're playing right into the hands of a team like Wolves.
Oh, absolutely.
To absorb pressure.
Yeah, soak it up.
Hit you on the counter. But to Tottenham's credit,
they did respond.
They did respond quickly. And the interesting thing here, and it's something that played out throughout the match, was the role of set pieces.
Huge factor.
For both sides.
Yeah, both teams have shown they can be vulnerable on set pieces.
Yeah.
And this match was like a chess match of trying to exploit each other's weaknesses there.
Tottenham's equalizer came off a corner.
Bentancur with a powerful header.
Yeah, Bentancur with the header. And then shortly after, Wolves barely escaped conceding another one from a corner.
It was end-to-end stuff, wasn't it?
It really was.
Yeah.
And that's just in the first 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Now we get to the penalty. Tottenham win a penalty after a foul on Brennan Johnson.
Their first penalty since April.
I know. And you know what that means.
The pressure's on.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
And Son Heung-min, usually Mr. Reliable from the spot.
It steps up.
It's saved.
Saved by the keeper.
Yeah. I mean, those are the moments that can really turn a match.
Absolutely. Did it get in Son's head a little bit? Did it affect the team's confidence? You have to wonder.
Yeah. But even after that, Tottenham still managed to take the lead right before halftime.
Just before the whistle, Brennan Johnson, a really well-taken goal after some nice build-up play with Kulusevski.
It was a great team goal.
Yeah.
So Tottenham going into halftime, feeling pretty good.
Yeah, got to be feeling positive after that one.
You would think so.
Yeah.
But then the second half starts.
Yeah.
And it's like a different story. Injuries start to play a role.
Yeah.
First, Kuna for Wolves has to come off.
Big loss for them.
Big loss. And then a bit later, Tottenham loses Udogie.
Yeah, left back.
What did you make of that? How did that impact the flow of the game?
Well, Kuna going off definitely took some of the bite out of Wolves' attack. He's so important for them, linking up the play. And they really struggled to create chances after he went off.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Tottenham losing Udogie, it didn't directly lead to a goal.
Right.
But it did make them
potentially a little more vulnerable on that left side.
A little more open. Now, even though both teams had their setbacks, the tension was still there.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with Tottenham's defensive record at home.
Yeah, they've been leaking goals all season.
Which puts so much pressure on Postecoglou.
Right.
He's trying to play this attacking style, but it leaves them exposed at the back. And you could see that in this match.
Yeah, I mean, Wolves almost took advantage of it again.
That goal line clearance from Bueno.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Kept Tottenham in the lead.
What a save. I mean, it wasn't a save, it was a clearance.
Clearance, yeah.
But just unbelievable defending to keep Wolves out. But then Wolves, in the dying minutes,
they find an equalizer.
They did. They hadn't been at their best for most of the second half, but they never gave up, and they got their reward. A beautiful pass from Aït-Nouri to Strand Larsen.
Clinical finish.
Clinical finish.
And that's the game.
Yeah.
2-2. Wolves extend their unbeaten streak against Tottenham to 3 matches.
They've got their number, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah.
And for Tottenham, it's another result that just adds to the questions.
Definitely adds to the pressure on Postecoglou.
It does. So, I mean, what are your final thoughts on this? What did this match tell you about these two teams?
Well, I think it highlights the contrast in their approaches. Wolves they're organized, they're disciplined under their new manager. They're happy to let the other team have the ball sometimes and hit them on the counter. It's not always pretty.
It's not always the most exciting.
But it's effective.
But they get results.
Yeah.
Tottenham, on the other hand, they want to play this expansive style. Attacking football, which is great to watch.
Oh, yeah.
But they haven't quite figured out the defensive side of things.
They haven't quite got the balance right.
No.
Yeah.
And we saw that in this match.
For sure.
So much happened. I mean, was the missed penalty the turning point?
It could have been.
Were the injuries the deciding factor? Or was it just a case of these two teams sort of playing to their strengths?
I think it was a bit of everything.
Yeah. It's a tough one to.
It's a real head scratcher.
It is.
Yeah.
So to all of you listening, what did you think was the key moment in this match? Let us know.
Yeah, let's hear your thoughts.
We want to hear your thoughts. All right, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Wolves versus Tottenham. Until next time.
Cheers.
See ya, Takes.